I'm here. I know it's 5:30. All right. Phone. Right. Oh, I did the, man, I can't get in the camera. I changed the angle of the camera. See if I can get a better angle. And this is definitely different. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to move up here. I have a computer in the back here, so I can kind of see myself sometimes. I know. This guy ain't professional. That's right, I'm not. So this book, I don't know what year this book is. I've had this book forever. The year is 19 ever. Doesn't say. But I've had it a long time because it's the complete Idiot's Guide, Yoga, 4th edition, probably 12th edition by now. And these books are great, actually. I used to get the Idiot's Guide and something for dummies, whatever it may be. Yoga for Dummies. Those books get to the heart of whatever subject you're trying to learn. Very important. This book is great. Had it forever. I'm going to open this door. And all I'm going to share today is regarding balance poses. And something's on my wall over there. What is that? Oh, nothing. So in regards to balance poses, which I already put in the title, is under chapter 6, which is titled, What Do You Stand For? Right, stand for is in regards to balance poses. And this is the sentence I want to share from this paragraph. Balance poses also increase self-confidence because they teach you to stay centered, calm, and strong in precarious circumstances. And that is a mindset. And that's how I like to teach yoga, a mindset. So you're in an unstable position. You learn how to stabilize yourself. They use the word, I forgot where it's at, but they use the word precarious. I don't know why they use that word. Which is a good word, I guess, but in regards to the real world, you're in unstable circumstances, like you don't know what to do. Well, on the yoga mat, you're learning how to handle those situations that exist in the so-called real world, because you're learning how to stabilize yourself in a pose that is supposedly supposed to be unstable. So you get in, say, the tree, for example, you're whoa, you're falling, and then you learn how to center yourself, get stable, be calm. And this is a mindset that you take out into the so-called real world. And when so-called life hits you and you don't know what to do, you learn how to be stable on the yoga mat. So that's all I want to share this morning. And we're just going to continue to do the, did I say this is 103 YouTube live yoga routine? And I know my head might be cut off here. I see that. I'll get a new camera eventually, a new mic. I get paid Friday, so I might get carpet. Depends how the bills go. Might not get carpet. So we're going to continue to do the 4 sun salutations slowly, focusing solely on the breathing. That heightens your awareness. Makes you aware of what's going on in the body. Makes you aware of what's going on outside the yoga mat. So in the room that you're in, or if you're outside, you may be outside, and you can hear, like me, I have the door open. There's a bug. Leave. Be free. I don't think I caught him, actually. I do that with my kids. I fly by and I go, and like I catch them. And I'm like, oh, you caught. I didn't catch them. I'm careful flying. So I hear the cars in the background. Very faintly. But when I'm focusing on my breathing, it makes me aware of the cars in the background. Now, right now, there's a major echo happening. You probably can't hear as much as I can, so maybe I should get carpet, and that would deaden the sound from bouncing off the floor. This is hard floor, cement. Might not look like cement. So let's go ahead and begin. Toes go up, spread the toes. About to free you, get away. And then each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, back is straight. No tension in the arms or the shoulders. You just focus on the breathing. That's all you're focusing on. Heightens your awareness, lets you know what's going on in the body. Like I mentioned last time, right now, for me, I have a major ache in my hip, from my back down my leg. I mean, it aches. Like I don't even want to stand right now. But what happens in yoga, I'm going to focus on the breathing, become aware of the ache, reinterpret what I'm feeling, and I'm not going to focus on it, focusing on my breathing. And that's the mindset. The mindset is you're not focusing on your problems. You're not your problems. You're not your issues. You're aware of things, and you have to handle situations, but you don't become them. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center, push the arms out, up and back. My hands disappear majorly from this angle. But all I do, I go out some, but technically what you do is you keep the symbolic hand gesture of the prayer, if you like. Me, I go out because it matches what I have going on here. I have a little tightness. And you can keep your arms like this if you like. And then you inhale. And then you exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. So keep the back as straight as you can. We're going to fall into ragdoll. And ragdoll, the head is dangling, the arms are dangling. There's no tension anywhere. Just letting the body go where it goes. Again, the mindset here is letting go of judgment. So if you're up here, don't think, man, I wish I could go further down. Let go of that. That's not what we're doing. And even if you're going all the way down and you're doing it, what you think is perfect, that's awesome. But then let go of that. That's still judgment. Judgment is a barrier between the mind and the body. It will prevent the mind and body to connect. Prevent yoga, because yoga is where the mind and body connects. The palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in. Push all the air out. Forehead is going to the knees. You pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. And then you're going to arch the back again. Raise the head. Inhaling as much as you can. And then exhale, pull yourself in. Push all the air out. Pull yourself in and down. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself in and down. And the left leg is back into a low lunge. Low lunge, top the foot to the floor. Same thing. This is similar to integral yoga. That's the yoga I learned initially 20 years ago or so. From a guy named Wiley. He was my guru. Man, he helped me out so much. So with the back foot, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. I need to tell you stories about him. And then the hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. He was awesome. Now here, your back is straight or arched. If it's straight, you're elongating, so you're stretching out. Keeping the back straight, but you're stretching out, opening up. Opening up is a mindset. And if you're arching still pushing forward, kind of like a scoop. And make sure the front knee is not over the toes. Just accept where you are and focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And with the back foot, you're going to curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, so you get the leg as straight as you can. We're just using this as a transition pose. So you settle here, get settled in order to move into the downward dog. The downward dog, arms are straight, legs are straight, and you're pushing into the pose, but you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like you shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Remember, the head is dangling, no tension in the neck. Make sure my shirt. And now you're going to slide into the upper dog, or you modify it how you have to. So you slide by jumping down to the knees and the chest. You slide up, tops of the feet are to the floor. Of course, the palms are to the floor. And you're doing the same thing. You're arching here as much as you can. Or you go to hands and knees. You just chill in hands and knees if you like. Or you can do the cow, or you could do the small cobra. Chest is off the floor. You're not pushing, you're pulling. Or just modify the upper dog. Whatever you do, you're going to accept what you're doing. Accept where you are. And just focus on the breathing. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. No tension in the neck, so the head is dangling, pushing into it. And just focus on the breathing. And now you're going to bring the left foot up between the hands, low lunge with low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arch. Again, if the back is straight, you're reaching out, you're elongating. If it's arch, you're doing a scoop and you're still pushing forward. And then just make sure the front knee is not over the toes. And focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Again, when you're focused on the breathing, it heightens your awareness, lets you know what's going on in the body, lets you know what's being stretched, lets you know what may, in a sense, hurt or be, oh man. Just be aware of that stuff. Don't let it become you. Just be aware of it. And you're just focused on the breathing. You're not focused on that stuff. Focusing on the breathing. And then with the back foot, pull the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, settle here for a second or so. Just a transition pose. Then we move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Let yourself breathe in this pose. So the belly swells with air when you inhale, pushes you out of the pose. Let yourself be pushed out. And when you exhale, the belly goes in. Let yourself go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. You're aware of that subtleness, but you're focused on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Makes you aware of what's going on in the body. Makes you aware of that subtle movement of the belly going in and out. You're aware of that stuff. You're not focused on it. You're just focusing on the breathing. So what's happening here with the mindset, you're becoming the watcher. You realize you're not the issues. You're not your thoughts. You're the watcher. The palms to the sides of the feet. Right leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, back straight or arch. And make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, just lengthen up some. And here you're just focusing on the breathing. You're feeling opened. So even if you're doing this because you have to, just say, for example, openness is a mindset. So you're feeling opened. For me, and I always say this, I'm actually arching my back, but I know my back curls. I know that. So I'm opening up, tapping into the mindset of openness. And that's a mindset we're learning on the yoga mat. Take that out in the so-called real world. You're open. You're open to new ideas. You're open to thinking. Mind is open. Very important. It doesn't mean you accept. It doesn't mean it doesn't weaken the mind. It just opens it. Then with the back foot, curl the toes under, the knee goes up, get the leg as straight as you can. Then downward dog, pushing into it. Now really push into it now. So arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor. And you're pushing to that spot right before you feel you shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Aware of what's going on in the body, but you're not focused on it. Aware of what's going on outside the yoga mat. So like outside for me, the door, I'm aware of the cars. I'm aware of slight wind. It's kind of crispy outside. I'm aware of all that. And I'm aware of it because I'm focused on the breathing. And slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and chest slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. And fix my shirt. Of course, the palms are to the floor. And you're going to modify this pose how you have to. And just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Keep on repeating that. I know I keep on repeating it. Like, man, that guy keeps on saying the same thing. That's right. It's easy to start to think about other things. I do it all the time. I try to meditate. I'm focused on the breathing, I'm meditating. Next thing you know, I was thinking about something for 30 seconds, a minute. Didn't realize. Monkey mind. So back to downward dog, pushing into it. And then when that happens, you start to think about other things. Just gently bring your focus back to the breathing. Don't judge it. Don't be like, man, I can't do it. Let go of all that. It's natural. Just gently bring your focus back to the breathing. The right foot is up between the hands. With a little lunge. Top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square. Pushing forward. Back straight or arch. And make sure the front knee is not over the toes. And just focus on the breathing. Right here, when I get silent like this and it's quiet, for me it's awesome because I feel outside and the breeze, or I don't even know if it's a breeze, but I can feel the air outside. But I need some music. I don't know how the copyright thing works. So then high lunge, Bend, standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Let yourself breathe. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. And exhale. 2 more sun salutations. We'll move through them a little faster, a little bit. And exhale, standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing, let yourself breathe. Just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Punch the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge, opening up. Remember, it's a mindset. You're opening up. Let go of judgment. Let go of trying to be somewhere. Just accept where you are and feel opened. We're learning that mindset. Move the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. Then downward dog, pushing into it. Remember, arms are straight, legs are straight. You're pushing to the spot right before you feel like you shouldn't go any further. Find that spot. Don't judge it. Let go of judgment. Don't control it anymore. Just focus on the breathing. Then slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and chest, slide up. Opening up here. Just focus on the breathing. Even if you're to the hands and knees, you're still opening up. Bring the head up. Even if the head's like that, and that's up for you. And forget about all that judgment, man. Just let it go. For real. For reals. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't control. Downward dog. Pushing into it. Accept where you are. Let go of judgment. Don't control it anymore. Just let the mind and body connect. That is yoga. When the mind and body is connecting, that is yoga. Then you're going to bring left foot up between the hands, low lunge. Top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor. Opening up. Feeling open. Taking the mindset of openness. Just focus on the breathing. With the back foot, curl toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, settle here before you move into the standing forward bend. Then you move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Just let the body go where it goes. Let the body move, subtle movement of the belly going in and out. Pushes you out of the pose. Then you exhale, you go back into the pose. Wherever that movement, focused on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale, exhale. Last sun salutation, inhale, exhale, hinge forward, pull yourself in and down, standing forward bend. Focus on the breathing, think of nothing else but the breathing. Fix my shirt. Palms to the sides. Right leg is back. Low lunge. Top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor. Opening up. Again, feeling opened. Let go of judgment. Let go of control. Just feel open. And with the back foot curl toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, settle here for a second or so. Then move into the downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight. And you are pushing into this pose, but the head is dangling, so no tension anywhere. And then just accept. Accepting right where you're at. Letting go of judgment. Then slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees, and the chest slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Modify it how you have to. Again, you're opening up. Feel opened. Keep the mindset of openness today. After this yoga routine, get off the mat and feel opened, open-minded. Just feel open and free. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Here, you're still open, even though you're closing up and you're pushing into it. Because right when you settle, you're going to accept. That's a form of openness, acceptance, freedom. Allows you to feel free. Our mind can become kind of restrictive. I was going to say prison-like. I don't want to say that, but restrictive. Well, I just said it. But right foot is up between the hands. Low lunge, shove the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Opening up here. That's that book I have, We're All Doing Time by Bill Lozoff. One of probably the first yoga book I ever got. I think it might be the first yoga book. Then with the back foot, curl toes under, high lunge. Then standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Same thing, accepting, letting the body move where it moves. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air. When you exhale, the belly goes in. Focusing on the breathing, aware of that movement. You're just the observer. Whoa, I got a bug on my ear. That. Then inhale, exhale. Man, it felt like he was in my ear. When you go in my ear, that's, I'm not going to free you. I'm not going to free you. So it sounded like a pterodactyl in my ear. That's how, it's probably so small, but it sounded like. So we're going to go to mountain pose to finish up. So feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted. Arms relax, shoulders are relaxed. Then you're going to lengthen up. So think of a thread or a string top of your head, pulling yourself up, but then lining the bones up, where the skeleton is just standing by itself. Find that spot, and then just watch yourself breathe. You watch yourself breathe by bringing your focus to the belly. As you inhale, exhale, the belly expands, it goes in. Be aware of that, watch that. Or you bring the focus to the tip of your nose, watch the air go in and out. And you're watching it. Now it's natural to focus on the breathing, and you start controlling the breathing. That's natural. So when that's happening, just let go of control. Don't judge it, because that's going to tighten up your mind and make you control it more. Just let go and watch yourself breathe. You're already breathing automatically, so just watch it. And we're going to stay here just a little bit longer. Put the palms together. Namaste. So that's number 103 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, Arizona time. Now, to get to the camera, I'm going to have to go around, unless you want me to come straight up. So I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste, peace and love.